to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This is part of an article from the Windsorstar on why some Muslims in Canada will not, as they say in their own words, conform. Why do we care what these people say or do? I have an answer. Well, one possible one. They're quite open, unlike 57 genders. Trudeau. They don't want to be like the majority of Canadians. Have to be careful here now, as 57 genders has rewritten our constitution, our so-called Charter of Freedom. So how can I put this? I know, we want to be different, so we can stand out from the majority and be identified. This could, and I emphasize the word could, be interpreted one way, as being an individual, another that you don't agree with society that you live in, and you want to change it. And thirdly, and perhaps a very controversial one, so that perhaps, and this is important, hypothetically, in a crisis, hypothetically, you could be identified, hypothetically, screened and removed from a group setting. That's all hypothetically, of course. Another example would be, let's say, in the past, hypothetically, a terrorist group in a potential hostage situation would seek to identify, let's say, hypothetically, Americans, Jews and Christians, etc. And that's all hypothetically, of course. Now that would be disturbing, wouldn't it? But of course, as I said before, it's purely hypothetical, you understand. There'll be a link to this piece on my site. And here's part of the clip. It's entitled, Why I Wear a Hijab, Why I Want People to Really Hear Me and Really See Me. 5 Montreal Muslim women speak out about Quebec's political climate and why they wear the hijab and how their choice is not incompatible with feminism. This is just one part of it. That's actually one question we as hijabbers get asked the most. And if we don't have what we call a quote-unquote stock answer, I don't think it's doing a hijab justice. So when I started wearing it, I was 15. And my idea for wearing it when I was 15 was different than it is today, which is 20 years later. I wear it, number one, first and foremost, because it's part of my religion. The second reason I wear it is it's code for me. It makes me measure the way I walk, the way I talk, the way I think, the way I spend my money, the way I form my relations, everything. Modesty is very important for me because it encompasses a lot of my life. Thirdly, and this is the reason I first started wearing it, when I was a teenager, I wanted people to look at me and really hear me and really see me rather than the colour of my skin, which was the first thing that people see, or the shape of my body, or the length of my hair. I take a three-pronged approach, really. And the article continues. I urge you all to go and take a look at the full article because it's fascinating. And there's also a video that goes with it. I'm not going to make any comment about this. I'll let you make your own mind up about it, other than I believe in freedom. Your thoughts? You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.